Hello there, Chris Oldland here, editor of Field Service News. Today I'd like to continue our series with service management specialist Nick Frank, where Nick and I took a trip down to Rolls Royce to speak with Dave Gordon. We were there to find out how Rolls Royce had completely revolutionised an industry by bringing together service and products.
In terms of demonstrating the value and the customer seeing the value, there's two ways I think I'd answer that. First of all, around how we build metrics around it. So when we develop an availability service, we're very clear in terms of the level of service we're going to provide. Typically these days that's well into the 90%, that's the expectation. And then we build deliverables around that and frankly measure it in a way that makes it very transparent, the level of service we're providing. I think where it really comes home though is when the systems that we're talking about get tested in a really challenging environment, and we built something called a service delivery centre. So we built our first SDC actually at RAF Marham, where that customer was operating from. So we took a lot of this thinking around availability solutions, data, took the ops centre concept and effectively exported it into the customer's facility, all very much with their both permission and requirement, frankly. Work with that customer and say, well, let's look at the goodness that has come out of this relationship and see whether we can actually formalise that and build some infrastructure around it to continue to take it to the next level. So disruption-based availability, or sometimes we also call it Project Zero, so zero disruption to the customer. And again, this is something that both us in defence and our colleagues in civil have been very focused on. So understanding that it's not just about guaranteeing the engine time on wing, but it's actually understanding when the engine does have an incident that causes some disruption to the customer. It may be as minor as a delay in being able to take off, but that clearly has a cost. And what we've been trying to do is work with our customers and understand very clearly what that cost is. And the benefits of that are both a tangible one, where we can build an offering around that and say, well, we understand the impact on that cost, and therefore if we're able to reduce that, we can develop that into a value proposition. But also there's an intangible piece to that as well, because it helps me to motivate my teams to understand the exact impact that that event's going to have on a customer, and the fact that it has repercussions way beyond not being able to take off. It will feed back into the impact that has on the operation and the planning that went into it and the need for contingency planning, etc., etc. So understanding the whole ecosystem, if you like, that sits around not just my product but the system it's working in and how the customer's using it, and then understanding how we can reduce the impact. As I say, it both, you can clearly demonstrate the value to the customer, and we're working with them to do that. But also it's a real motivator for me as the team really starts to understand what customer service actually means.
Rolls Royce's Dave Gordon there. Now, this great series will be continuing across the next few weeks, so do keep your eyes peeled, as we will be promoting further videos throughout the month. Also, if you want to actually take a full copy of this video, the full half-an-hour video, you can download it simply by clicking just the link below, submitting your details and registering for Field Service News. That way you'll get the whole video to take away, watch at your leisure. Anyway, either keep your eyes peeled, download, whichever way. We hope to see you soon. I've been Chris Oldland, editor of Field Service News. Take care now. Bye bye.